Hey guys, it is Brian here. Welcome to episode 9 of our Cardiff City career mode series for FIFA 14. In today's episode we got 3 games here. One of them is a little bit cut down, and actually the first game of this episode isn't even in the episode, unfortunately, because for whatever reason it didn't get recorded. So that sucks, but we got 3 points from that game. I don't even know who I played because it's been so long since I actually played the game. Like I've said, I'm a bit ahead of where these actual episodes are right now, but still, we got 3 points, which is what is most important. And besides from that here as well, you'll see that we're playing against Aston Villa in this first game here. Now, the thing with the first game as well, and I'm sorry for this episode being a little bit haphazard, is that I lost the episode as well, but I did some serious digging. I was trying to find the other episode. I could not find any information on it whatsoever, so I moved on and I tried to find something for this Aston Villa game right here. Now, what I got wasn't necessarily the best overall footage from the game, and the reason for that is because the actual footage that I had from the game has been deleted, long gone. I don't even know where it is, but the good news is that I have a secondary file each time I make an episode, and it's not even the correct format, so I have to format it over after the fact, but I was able to put it in, and I was able to read it correctly and put in the exact files that I was using for the actual footage. So it should be showing it, but also I can't tell for sure because the actual recording of the gameplay as I'm talking right now is extremely haphazard and I have no clue what's going on. All I know is that we have a good game against Aston Villa, and I was like, if I'm going to win, and we're not even going to see one of those wins, and I'm going to show you another game here, and if this game I couldn't even show you, and I got 2 wins out of games that I couldn't show you, I'd be pretty pissed because, you know, playing with Cardiff, they're a team that we're trying to, you know, obviously do good with, but also it's going to be a really hard season to get wins out of. We're going to get a lot of draws. We're going to try and, you know, stay our force and, you know, keep it on level ground for most of the season, but we're also going to just try and avoid, you know, really getting down and dirty into the bottom parts of the league. So there's going to be points that we're not going to be winning games, points that we're going to have cold streaks. So right here, when we're winning games, I want to show you guys. I want to show you me winning. That's the point of this series, winning games. So in this beginning here, you can see obviously that we got that goal from Kim, and moving into the second half here, we are up 1-0, which is pretty good, I'd say. And I mean, at the beginning of the season here, it was really interesting because whatever it is about taking on a new team, initially you don't know what you're working with. You don't know who you like and who you dislike. I thought I disliked Kim at the beginning, but then you really started turning the corner. You really started scoring some goals for us, and it was great to see. It was really fantastic to play with him. But that's something that you don't always know for sure. You have to give it some time. And, you know, even going into Season 2 and stuff like that, I'm still learning that maybe that guy is one of my favorite players. Here's Bellamy, though, a player that obviously has been doing quite well for us for the beginning of the season here. And, you know, the thing about him and Peter Odimwingie are they're 2 very solid players that we got on our teams for our, you know, wing positions. But the problem with them that I've realized, and you're going to see as this career mode goes on, is that they significantly drop off in regards to their actual overall and their actual ability to play, which turns into a bit of nuisance for us as well. As, you know, Bellamy plays really well, especially at the beginning of the season. He is on fire for us at the beginning of the season here. But the one negative that I have to say when it comes to Bellamy, and it becomes even more and more so like this as the career mode goes on, is that he just does not have the energy to play a full game. I can put him out there for 50 minutes, I can put him on as a sub, but besides from that, you know, at the beginning here, he's doing alright. He's not, you know, necessarily really struggling, but there are points where I was like, oh, we need more from you, buddy. We need you to stay in the game. And one of the things I didn't do as well initially was I also didn't, you know, edit it so that the actual work rates were in a certain way. So it was all based on, you know, whatever that player wanted to work, I gave it to him. And then, you know, when we hit a little bit of a rough patch, I started tinkering a little bit more, and that's what usually happens. If things are going good, you keep things the way they are. It's all good. But if things start going bad, then, you know, that's what you start doing. You start tinkering. But yeah, so we won that game there. And we move on to our game here against Manchester United at home. Now, this is another game that, you know, we've had issues with, and I've actually started marking all the episodes. It is all good. For whatever reason, there's a small patch here that things just got really wonky and weird. In this game, I'm showing you quick highlights from it because what happened was that the end of the game, about 60 minutes in, it just cuts. So you're going to see the beginning parts of the game. We got our first card against us, our first red card. I'm not sorry against us, but in our favor, as Ashley Young gets a really shoddy penalty there. That foul is going to be one that adds to his yellows that he's already had, and he gets 2 yellows in the game, and that leads to us having the man advantage. And there you can see Craig Bellamy scoring the goal. That's it for the highlights though, because we didn't get to see the end of the game there. And the game ended 1-1, so we get the draw against you know, a very, very solid team. Obviously, we did have the man advantage, which helped us a bit, and that helped us get back into the game there. Not able to win that game. We did have some good pressure in that one, though, I remember, and just weren't able to come out on top. But still, I was pretty happy with the draw. That's something that you want to see in a game like that. But for our last game here, we're playing against Arsenal, and for this one, we have the full highlights. This episode, you know, like I said, a bit wonky. But this game here, I can guarantee you, is all good. I made sure that this one was all right. So this is another game here that's a pretty big one for us, and there was a chance that was just called offside. And a little bit of a bad giveaway there is Podolski. You know, so much with those top players for the bigger clubs in England, even in other sides too. If you give them that just bit of space, you know, usually when I'm playing against a middling side, I can be like, okay, this isn't that bad. You know, I will just take away your shot, and then you will not score. Unless I make a bad defensive play, you're not going to score me. But when it comes to those guys there, like Podolski, you know, that was a giveaway on my part, and that was, you know, my bad on that. But at the same time, too, he had, you know, like a normal player, at least in my eyes, a normal player would take a little bit more time there to try and see if he can make that happen. And in that case, he just let it go, scored the goal. Here, though, in the 50th minute, we actually get a penalty, which is our first penalty, I believe, of the season. Craig Bellamy stepping up. He is our penalty taker there, scoring another goal for us. We're back in this game. It's a 1-1, and that early goal hurting us a little bit, but we're able to come back, which is what's important here. But unfortunately, our defender there gets knocked over. I believe it's Stephen Caulker, but he's able to get back up and handle that play. And here's Gunnarsson trying to come in, almost got that chance, but not able to do it there. And so pretty much back and forth play here, and just trying to keep them away, trying to keep them from, you know, getting any really good chances. But like that there, you know, just giving them a little bit of an opportunity, and there you go. 70th minute though, Peter Odimwingie, that is a terrible angle, a long shot. One of my favorite goals of the first season. No second replay for you there, because I couldn't really get a better angle on that. But he just curled that into the side of the netting, and was not expecting that. Was just trying to get it on, trying to get a corner out of that. We get the goal, and we're up 1-0, and I just put it all back. We parked the bus as best as I can. Obviously, they're going to get chances, and this one right here was the one that I was like, oh crap, we gave it up. But luckily that hits the side of the post and comes out, actually the inside of the post rather. But yeah, a couple more chances here, trying to keep them away, and you know, they're just really hammering us trying to get that goal. But yeah, you can just see from these highlights here that we're able to pretty much keep them intact. And here's the turn of events that really helps us out, is we're able to get past in there on Odimwingie with the chance to really put this game away, and just can't take the shot on time. But you know what, that's going to be enough. That's going to be enough. We're going to beat Arsenal at home, which is a huge win for us, and that's our first steal this season, as we were able to beat one of those top sides that's, you know, oh so hard to beat. But that's the end of this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be having some of the Vancouver Canucks stuff going up soon as well, and also, you know, more of this. And just so you guys know, I am aware of the fact that I'm not posting as many series. I was trying to initially get out there. The reason for that is I'm super busy right now. I have certain things that I need to really focus on in my life, and what I'm going to try and do the best I can is at least give you guys a bit of FIFA, a bit of NHL, and try and go back and forth between the two. So I'm, you know, focusing on some series rather than spreading myself thin. I want these series to go super long, show you as much as I can. So that's what I'm going to try and do. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.
West Bromwich Albion with 7 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, West Ham United with 8 points. Third bottom, Hull City with 9 points. Fourth bottom, Norwich City with 11 points. Fifth bottom, Stoke City with 11 points.